Hello everybody and welcome back to the Jake X Millie channel. Today we're going to be going over Saturday night's main event and all 4 matches that happened. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's going to be nice and to record. Always remember, smash the like and subscribe button to the WWE channel, and let's get into this one. First matchup, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton defeating Drew McIntyre. My prediction was correct. I did say Randy Orton would defeat Drew. I think Randy needed the win more than Drew, and actually it was a very disappointing match. For the match and the caliber this could have been, obviously with 2 very good professionals, it was a very quick match, literally like 10 minutes, and there was like a 3-minute ad break, really. So it weren't that great. Obviously, Logan Paul came out with Drew McIntyre, which I thought was strange. I knew Jelly Roll would come out with Randy Orton. But yes, Jelly Roll did get involved. Him and Logan Paul beefed on the side. He pushed Logan Paul down. And after the match, right-handed Logan Paul, which is really good. But before, obviously, let me track back. Randy Orton just won. Logan Paul came in, gave him a right hook. Obviously, the right hand like Logan Paul does with his finisher. And just started beating him up. And then Jelly Roll obviously punched him in the face. Was checking on Randy and ate a dirty claymore by Drew McIntyre, putting Jelly Roll out for the count. Which confirmed that the Viper, Randy Orton, would team with singer and artist Jelly Roll to face the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre and the Maverick Logan Paul in a tag team match at SummerSlam in 3 weeks' time, which will be interesting. But overall, the match with Orton and McIntyre was very disappointing, so yeah. Next up was Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso for the United States Championship. Surprisingly, there was no Tingy Tongy Tonga Loa this time, though. There was just all the Tongans. I thought a new one was going to debut, because there's always a new one that debuts when Solo Sikoa has a match. But yes, we saw all the Jason Mateo, Tangaloa, Talatonga. It's just too much of it, I can't lie. Get it out of my head. But we saw Jacob Fatu come out to the saviour of Jimmy Uso. But yeah, Solo Sikoa did roll up Jimmy Uso to pin him and retain his United States Championship. And after the match, obviously, all the Bloodline, or actually no, not Bloodline, the MFTs attacked him. And then we saw the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, come out and floor every one of them. And he also done Talatonga, known as Hikaleu, which, brother's a big guy. So, surprisingly, came to the saviour of Jimmy Uso. So it's looking like it's either going to be Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam, or Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa and possibly JC Mateo. It's a debate one. Maybe even Talatonga. I think it's going to be one of them two if they do a tag match. But I think there's already enough tag matches at SummerSlam right now. So I think that it will be Solo Sikoa versus Jake Fatu. And Jake Fatu will defeat Solo Sikoa to win the US Championship. But right now, Solo Sikoa retains his championship to hold on it. And Jimmy Uso still is on the hunt for his first singles title. Next up is Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. LA Knight defeated Seth Rollins, but I don't think that was the original plan. We know midway through the match, Seth Rollins tried to do a springboard moonsault, but sadly he landed awkwardly on his knee, and it looks like his knee is shattered. It looks like it's done, really. So I think there was different plans for the match, and I think Rollins was actually going to beat LA Knight, and I think we were going to see the return of the OTC1, Roman Reigns. But we didn't. So they meant that Seth Rollins was down, and he got back up, and I finished when it ended the match quickly. So LA Knight hit a BFT, 1, 2, 3, and got out of there quickly. So LA Knight defeated Seth Rollins clean, but I don't think that was the main reason. I think, yeah, we know why, you know. And he was helped to the back, Rollins, because he couldn't walk properly. So sadly, it looks like Seth Rollins is going to miss SummerSlam. And I think there was a lot of ways he could have got into SummerSlam, you know. I think he could have cashed in on the newly announced match of CM Punk versus Gunter. He could have got involved in a match, well, obviously, the return in OTC, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. But sadly, it looks like he's going to miss SummerSlam now. Obviously, being the Mr. Money in the Bank, that's really disappointing because he was one of the main vocal points of Raw in the last 2 months since WrestleMania. But sadly, that looks like it's gone. So I wish the speedy recovery for Seth Rollins, and I hope he can get back as soon as possible to get back in the mix in the storyline with the return in Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, LA Knight, etc. But yes, LA Knight defeated Seth Rollins. And there we are. And next up, the main event match. The retiring Goldberg faced the World Heavyweight Champion Gunter for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match, to be fair, weren't bad, you know. With Goldberg being nearly 60, we didn't feel it was going to be a long match. But they got a solid 15 minutes, which is surprising, you know. It's Goldberg's longest match in over 22 years. So that is mental. Seriously, that is mental. Obviously, the expected outcome, Gunter defeated Goldberg to retain the World Heavyweight Championship and put him into retirement. It was always the best option, you know. Gunter, a proven wrestler, and being the world champion. I think it was best that he retired Goldberg, and Goldberg, he didn't have much left in him. So I think him retiring his hometown, and even if he lost to the world champion and a world heavyweight champion at that time, the only two-time world heavyweight champion with a new title. So I think that's the best way to go out for him, you know. But yeah, Gunther, it's a big win for him. Obviously now he's got to look at his eyes on SummerSlam against the voice of the voiceless, the Second City Saint, CM Punk. But yeah, I think it was a good match, you know. There was no really interferences except from Goldberg's son coming in because he had a little scrap with Gunther, but Gunther floored him, really. Gunther choked Goldberg out, which was a bit disappointing, to be honest. I wanted him to get pinned more than anything. I think it would have been better. But he didn't tap Goldberg, to be fair. He just faded out. It was like his whole career just faded in front of his eyes and was gone. But I kind of wish Gunther just hit the powerbomb one because I've had enough of this Gunther sleeper ball crap, you know. When he just puts him into a sleeper, it's just, bro, I've had enough of this now. Just gonna fall asleep at this point, bro. But yeah, I think it was always the right decision for Gunther to win. But yes, not a lot of matches on Saturday's main event card. Obviously, we had Evolution. I'm not going to review it because I think it's a bit late now as well. And I know you could say this is late, but I've been doing this video over the course of 2 days now. So thank you for watching. It has been nice to record. Always remember, smash like, subscribe button to the Flippy channel. And I'll see you on the faces soon. Goodbye, guys.